watching Faith World TV. Faith World TV, changing the world with the Word of God.
A very good morning, good afternoon from wherever you're watching us. It's probably good evening where you are. But for me right here in the studio, it's all exciting. It's like that Michael Jackson moment. I always wanted to meet Michael Jackson, but I met the brother Jermaine. Unfortunately, I never got to meet Michael Jackson. Now, there are three artists I always wanted to meet as well in East Africa. The big three of East Africa, Josie Chameleon, Bobby Wine, and I don't know, guys, I was so excited. Bebe Cool is right here. It's right here. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm behaving like a little baby that's just seen some sweets. But you know why?
You're a baby.
Because this is a moment that I have been waiting for. You're an artist that I have grown up listening to. You know, you know, in the Bashman, East African Bashman crew, with Naziz and Waire.
Yes.
And, your albums, back to back. The 2015 one, that one was a massive one, isn't it?
Yes, it was. True.
And then, I've just been waiting. How come he's went quiet? You went quiet for about, 9 years?
About 9 years.
Yeah. And then, boom, last year.
Yeah.
The new album.
Too much
Break
happening.
the chain. Oh, my goodness. You know what? Welcome to London.
Thank you.
I am deeply, deeply honored to have you on the show.
Thank you.
For, my West African viewers, always looking forward to West African artists. I'm telling you, today is East Africa. You must embrace East Africa. It's time, don't you think?
Yeah, Pan-Africanism,
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah.
We're brothers pushing the same mandate.
Yes.
So definitely being in the shoes as an African artist here to do a media tour is such a very,
It's huge. It's huge. I mean, you've been in the industry over 20 years now.
Yeah.
And, obviously you have 4 albums now.
Yeah.
And, you have collaborated with some international acts. I see your current album, you've got Yemi Alade, DJ Edu.
Yeah.
I mean, your music is a genre that, a lot of us Africans thought, only the Caribbean people sing that kind of music. But, what inspired you to go into that genre?
Well, the inspiration now comes from the fact that we being now reactive towards, we're reacting to what the young people have chosen to feed. You can see that I've been a reggae dancehall artist for over 25 years, but now the world is eating different.
Yes.
You can see that Afrobeat is now on top of it. You can tell there's going to be Afro-pop, Afro-tech is coming in. Electronic
Afro-tech.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's more than just my choice, but rather what now the young people are taking.
So you're going with what they like.
Exactly.
So does it mean now they don't like the dancehall?
They do,
your genre?
But when you're building, it's very important to serve people what they eat, what they want to eat.
Right.
So today, coming from my background of being a Ugandan, the youngest country in the world, you can't vibrate more than young people. No. So you just have to do what they do. You just have to sing what they like. You just have to put on what they want to see, what they put on, so you relate. And business-wise, now this is music. It's business.
It's business now. Yeah, now you understand that it's actually
business. You gotta go
business.
out there and sell what is eatable. Yeah.
Well, you just mentioned that, obviously Uganda is the youngest country in the world.
Yeah.
Talk about young. You yourself, you don't look like you're cracking. You're like you're kind of going backwards. What's going on? Is it really the meaning of black don't crack? That's you now.
Yeah, man. It's important that we look after ourselves.
Yeah.
I like to take good care of my health.
Yeah.
I've been, in Africa, in East Africa, we've been hustling so much when it comes to music.
Yeah, you guys have done it.
And about 28 years in the music industry, and
Wow.
I seem to be just starting to get to that time when I can enjoy my, input
Yes.
in the industry. So I believe I should be able to enjoy it double the time. So if I'm going to enjoy it double the time, then I need to be growing younger.
Yes, younger and more handsome.
And more, yeah.
You know,
when you get ladies like you, you gotta be handsome. Guys, there's no option.
He's not bragging, he's just being honest. He's no bragging.
Thank
you. As you said that you guys have really hustled.
Yes.
And I know that it seems that West Africans are taking over.
Yes.
But when I look back, I see what you guys in East Africa have done.
Yes.
You guys have really, really grafted. I mean, compared to when you started
Yes.
back then and now, what do you see the difference? Do you think the artists now have it easy?
Yeah.
You guys?
Yeah. Of course, our times were a bit tougher, but we didn't know any simpler way.
Yeah.
So we didn't feel. We weren't feeling it tough because all I needed was to leave Uganda, go live in Kenya, and then push the whole career into Kenya. Then later on,
Was that the main reason why you left Uganda?
Yes, that was
Just
the
for
reason.
the music.
Just for the music.
Because Kenya at the moment, Nairobi was buzzing with it.
Yeah, exactly,
Yes.
and that's why now the East African industry was built strong, And then when I went back to Uganda, I brought my brothers, kind of Red Sun, Nameless, back to Uganda.
Yes.
And then after importing all the Kenyan, we started importing all the Tanzanian.
Yes.
And then
Bringing them
later
all,
on the West African. So the thing is, at least our times were, if you talk to me about today, I mean, it's easier now. It's easier
I told
than
you, everybody
yesterday.
know that it's Bebe Cool here. So they've already started.
Yes. So
Hello, hi. Where are you calling from? Good afternoon. Yeah. So you've called to speak with the lovely artist here. He's not from Nigeria, you know that. He's from Uganda. Do you listen to Ugandan music? No? Actually, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Can you speak up? Okay, we're gonna have to lose you, and then you can call back because we can't hear you.
So
That's
yeah.
Nigeria already, like.
So
Yeah.
basically, it's today when you look at West Africa being ahead of East Africa,
Right.
it doesn't come as a surprise, but rather the West African artists have really worked a bit harder than East Africa. East Africa, we were ahead before.
You're saying that they worked harder than you guys. You're admitting.
Yeah, of late. Yeah, because we got to some point where we
Or
became
are you admitting
comfortable.
that they worked harder?
Yes,
Or
it's
or
true.
is it because collaborations are not strong among
Yeah,
West
still
Africans?
you will go collaborate if you're working with intention. I mean, over here, over there, it's a point of working smart and hard. So of late in the last 15 years, I think West African artists have worked a bit harder than the rest of the continent. So I'm not surprised. And of course, it's supported by numbers. You can see globally, the West African people are more, positioned in places. And then they also have support. They like to support the artists. They like
Right,
to,
this is what I wanted to come to, because for me, as looking from outside, I wouldn't have said that you guys don't work hard. I would have said that
There was a
maybe
time when we
it was
relaxed.
the collaborations, because Nigerians will collaborate, like the way in which they collaborate with one another
Yes.
is incredible. I mean, I've lived in the UK for over 25 years.
That's true.
And some of the people that have really collaborated with are Nigerians, and they're not scared of collaborating. Now, I see some East Africans as well, including yourself, collaborating with West Africans now.
Yeah.
But then, for me, my dream is I want to see more East Africans collaborating with one another.
Yeah, it's more of now. It depends on also the reception.
Okay.
Artists would love to collaborate, but you don't want to chase an artist for over 1 year looking for collaboration.
Okay, that's what happens.
So
with
that's
East
what
Africans?
happens
Really?
within most artists, within each other, and then there must be reason for collaboration.
Yes.
So maybe the Nigerians knew the trick,
Yeah.
and then the East Africans ignored the trick.
Right. Let's pick this call. Hello. Hi. Where are you calling from? We can't hear you. Hello. From another call from Nigeria, but we can't hear them. Right. We're gonna have to lose you, and please keep calling. We'll make sure that hopefully you can come through. Yeah. Or you can also send us some text messages and we can read it for the artist live on air. Yeah, so let's go back to that collaboration, because I think that this is it. I don't think that East African artists don't work hard.
No,
So is there a way that, as you say, you're chasing an artist for 1 year or 2 years, you're still chasing an artist. Is there a way that that mold can be broken?
Yeah, that's why now you're looking at my album being called Break the Chains.
Right.
Yes, because Break the Chains, basically, on the album, there's no song called Break the Chains, but the purpose to name the album Break the Chains is to now click off all those norms and think new, think out of the box, do things fresh, brand new, do things the way the new world wants. It's a new world. It's social media. The world is fast.
The world is fast now. Yes.
You can't afford to be there and do things the older way. You get it? So to me right now, that's why you find there's that album. There's a young artist from Uganda, Joshua Baraka. There's a legendary artist from Nigeria who is Yemi Alade. There's a Kenyan, a UK-based Kenyan DJ. So that shows you that there's full interest in collaborating with the different. And of course, the album is new, 2 months old, but I'm very sure that the next thing that people are going to enjoy is collaborations between me and different artists, maybe from Asia, most especially Asia. I would like to, stretch all the way to Asia, because now social media allows you to, pick from all continents.
Absolutely.
And now definitely we are on the conquest to sell the African agenda, the Afro beats, Afro tech. Our music is doing good thanks to the West African artists who plus South Africans, of course.
I like the way you're crediting them. That thanks. You're putting yourself behind and crediting them.
Yeah, I mean it's important to credit people where your credit is due. I mean, they really worked hard. I remember when Davido first came to Uganda. I remember Bana in Uganda. I mean, these are guys we performed with, but these are guys. David came the first time. He didn't even perform. The concert didn't work out, so he organized the concert himself second time.
In Uganda?
In Uganda. So until when he broke through, until when everybody, at least in the industry, got to know him. And then later on, things happening. Bana, the same thing. I mean, I performed with Bana in Uganda over 15 years ago.
Wow. And
this is a guy, I remember that concert, I was with Bana and Shaggy in Uganda. So later, then at some time he left and I think stayed in South Africa for a long time. He had quit, I think, music or something. So you can see that later on, then he comes back with a bang and a plan. And so credit must be given to those guys.
That's interesting.
Because I mean, they've taken over the globe.
Yeah, they have really taken over, and which is amazing. Now, any of these artists that you've mentioned, the top artists, Bana, Davido, Wizkid, which one of them are you looking to collaborate with? Are you thinking? I'd really like to collaborate with.
These are very good guys. You'd rather have each of them on. It would be very big for you if you have all of them. So I don't have specifically any. I love Wiz. This is a guy who's come up. Grown when I'm watching him. I used to see him as a young guy, But comes in David, comes in Bana, P Square. I've done songs with Rude Boy, before. So whoever you can have on your list, the better.
Now, in terms of the continent and music growing, do you think right now, like for instance, you have been forced to kind of not change your genre, but go a different way?
Yes.
Yeah, go a different way. Do you think that the generation is forcing you to change? Maybe that's not what you like.
Yeah. I mean, if you're in the music industry and it's a business, then you have to do good research. Of course, the customer will always force you to cook what they eat.
But that's not what you like. You like your original.
I like challenges. I like to think out of the box. I like to break my chains all the time.
Yeah.
I don't like to do things the normal way as people expect. I mean, you expect me to do the same, and it's a clear statement. Do the same thing over and over. Don't expect a different result. But the second you think out of the box and do things differently, there will definitely be something different in your results. So for me, I enjoy I've seen so much before. I mean, I remember my biggest concert was, I did the Hyde Park, the 4364.
I remember that. That's the time I was like,
the Nelson Mandela.
That's East African, baby.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh my God.
So now things are different.
Yeah.
You get it. So I still want to go now in the young people and now test what is being done.
But maybe those young people embraced you back then because of your
The young
genre.
people back then were
Are
you.
they going to miss... yeah, it was us. But then again, we missed that sound. That sound.
Yeah, the sound is okay. You can, cruise with it at the back.
Yeah.
But at the front, you have to now, plate what is shining.
Yes.
There's no way if you want to do. Remember, at the back of your mind is business, and people. It's a lot of money to be invested in.
Absolutely.
And you need it back. And the party goers are those guys, the young guys. So if you stick to what the older guys, wanted you for, you may end up feeding only the older guys. And most of you now are married and office people. You rarely come out. So for us who are still in the business of the night, we still want the night goers.
You want the night crawlers.
Yeah.
Again, as I say, music is a business. And if you compare the business back then from when you guys started and now, do you think that now they're getting fair pay than what you guys used to earn back then?
I think it depends. Of course, there's always going to be better, improved based on the technology, how technology has improved and how knowledge has now surfaced. Because record companies kept a lot of knowledge away from artists. So many artists lost a lot of their, monies because
royalties and all of that.
Yeah, exactly, royalties and stuff like that. But today things are a bit more open.
Yeah.
And the issue is at least you can see that some artists have now,
Good afternoon. Where are you calling from?
Hello, good afternoon. I'm calling from Uganda.
Ooh, okay. And you want to speak with me or Bebe Cool?
I want to speak to Bebe Cool. I just wanted to say thank you for the Break the Chains album. We really appreciate it, and I wanted to find out what his favorite song of the album.
Oh,
Right.
Thank you.
Favorite song of the album? Okay.
I specifically don't have a favorite song on the album so far, but
Really?
I have, because every other time I keep changing goalpost.
Really?
Yeah, but for now it
Do you know
is
what?
hidden
Do you
agenda.
know, I'm with you on that because I was listening to the album and I was like, ooh, I like this one. Then I went, no, actually, I like this. Then by the time I finished, I saved all of them on my playlist on Spotify. I was like, okay, the whole album.
From the time when I started recording the album, I like every song I start to record.
Yes.
The next one now becomes better. The next one like that. So
Yes.
it depends. For now, I'm too much into hidden agendas. Hidden agenda is now on my, is on top of my. But every other time I listen to Hips Don't Lie, then I turn back. When I listen to Home, I turn back. Check. There's, like for so many people, you can't say anything about Check. For so many people right now, as being called in Sierra Leone, and they're saying Body Bounce is their best song.
yes,
you know,
yeah.
when you go to a club and you listen to Body Bounce, you're like, okay, am I wrong with another song? Yeah. So yes, my choices will keep changing, and it was intentional.
Really, that's why you called it
Break the Chains.
Chains.
Yes.
How long did it take you to make this album? Because to me, this album is so diverse. It's like so much craft and thought has gone into it. Like, you didn't rush it.
Yeah, it took us about 1.5 to 2 years to create.
Wow.
Yes, and it was a lot of patience for me. Changing strategy, it was part of it, you know, adopting to new styles, you know, working with producers and writers from different countries all over Africa. You know, so there was so much that really was put in here that it had to take time.
Right.
Sending songs back and forth. And then learning how to execute them. You can hear the Afrobeats are more closer to, somebody can easily think it's a Nigerian or West African, you know, artist. So it was quite, you know, hectic but enjoyable.
Wait, is there any Swahili? There's no Swahili.
There's no Swahili. Nearly there was not going to be any Luganda in there.
Yeah.
Because I just wanted to break that chain again.
That's what I've realized. A lot of it is in English, actually.
Exactly.
Yes.
There's just 2 words in Luganda which were sung by Joshua Baraka.
But it's interesting because I was really excited about the album. I'm actually really, really excited. As you know, I'm Kenyan originally. I don't understand your language.
Yes.
But, you know, with your old songs, we can still dance to them, even though we don't understand that language.
Yeah.
So I was really looking forward to, you know, Break the Chain, that album. I was looking
Looking out for Swahili.
Yeah, no, even just, you know, for your language, Luganda. Yes.
Yeah.
You know? And I thought, wow.
Everybody, well, many people complained about that. But I think if you look at my catalogue of music, for example, for the last 28 years, if I have 1,000 songs, 950 are in Luganda and Swahili.
Yeah.
So anybody who would love to listen to me, that Bebe, still have 900 songs out there to listen. And
do you think they feel cheated?
Yeah, of course.
I do feel cheated.
Of course they do.
I was looking for Luganda, even though I don't understand. But you know, there's a vibe that comes with it when you sing in your language, and I've always loved it. Like,
yes, and I'm not worried about it because they're going to eat on remixes now.
Okay.
Yeah, when we go, I had my media tour in Kenya, in Tanzania, and we're now in preparations of doing collaborations.
Okay.
Yeah, and
so in those remixes,
in those collaborations
and
remixes,
and Luganda.
Exactly. You put in Swahili, 1 or 2 lines of Luganda to bring, you know, people more closer.
Yeah.
But it's very important to also do universal languages.
That's
because
right.
you know the bigger audience, as I told you, it's a business.
Yeah.
And this album was basically information. If you sit down and listen to it, the lyrical information is.
That's what I say. Somebody has to be up here. You need to be sober, and also you need to understand, because you took time. You didn't just throw.
I needed many people
throw words.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
So I needed many people to dive deep into, you know, the lyrics, because they touch so many people. So if I limit them to Luganda, where in my own country we're over 40 tribes.
Right.
And maybe just about 20 would understand. Yeah. Then that means my coverage would be limited.
Yes.
So I said, let me go English fully, so that my coverage is, you know, global.
But at the same time, you're telling your fans, don't worry.
No worries. No.
I'm still here.
I'm here.
I'm still Bebe Cool, the one that you know. You know what? We are going to go in for a quick break. And when we do come back, we'll get more about Break the Chain album.
You are watching Faith World TV. Faith World TV, changing the world with the Word of God. watching Faith World TV. Faith World TV, changing the world with the Word of God. You are watching Faith World TV. Faith World TV, changing the world with the Word of God. You are watching Faith World TV. Faith World TV, changing the world with the Word of God. You are watching Faith World TV. Faith World TV, changing the world with the Word of God.
Welcome back. Yes, we are live with a superstar all the way from East Africa, Uganda, to be precise. And as I said earlier, for me, it's like meeting Michael Jackson because, you know, I grew up listening to his music. He's a legend, the one and only Bebe Cool.
Thank you.
I'm still getting those, you know, shaky.
I'm here.
Like, you know, just to meet a legend and a star and to know that, you know, this is somebody that his music is admired globally. You've been on huge, huge stages, you know. For me, that moment, when you were in Hyde Park,
Yes.
you know, with Nelson Mandela,
Yes.
I was like, that proud moment, seeing an East African
Yeah.
on that stage, just you, that for me was it.
It should
Yes.
it should be remembered that that's the biggest concert ever,
Yes.
and I just wish it was happening in today's times.
Really? Do you not relive it and think, wow?
Yeah,
I was on
it
that
was big. I mean,
stage.
9 minutes
Yes.
on CNN. Who gets that?
Okay, I know this one.
And at that time.
you don't understand how
Yeah.
we, not just East Africans, but
Africans, yeah.
in
Because I
the-
was
in the
there with
diaspora, we were-
a Kenyan lady, Susan.
Susan Owio.
Owio,
Yeah.
and a Nigerian young man. What was his name? So basically, we were about 4 African artists. So and it was amazing. I mean, global attention. Yeah.
Now, if you have to go back and be on that kind of stage, which
Yeah.
stage do you think you want to be in? You never know. Some of the organizers might be watching this.
Today,
Yeah. Which stage would you like?
which stage would
Glastonbury? Which one? Like?
Coachella.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I just like vibration. Of course, many, but that I like that. I would love to be on that stage.
Yeah. Yeah. What about Afro Nation?
Of course.
You
of
have been on
course.
Afro Nation?
Not yet.
You haven't.
Yeah.
Oh well, Smade, if you're watching, Bebe Cool should be headlining Afro Nation, please.
Soon.
I've looked at the camera and I'm talking to you, Smade. Come on, very soon. Now, apart from music, I know that you do a lot of humanitarian work, you know,
Yes.
charity stuff.
Yeah.
You are actually the ambassador for tuberculosis
Yes.
in Uganda.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you've come a long way to do your humanitarian work. What inspires you to do that? Because you're not obliged to do it.
I mean, in life, you reach a time when you need to have purpose.
Yeah.
I feel so comfortable when I do charity, when I touch people's lives, when I make a difference in a person's life. I like it when I see, people smiling. I mean, we come from a part of the world where we have so many people who require, who require support, and then God gives you an opportunity to be in a certain position, and then using that position now becomes the question: how does it help somebody else? I mean, right now you and I are here on TV, but then thousands and thousands are watching on the other side. Right. How does it impact one or two people on the other side? So for me, I found it makes me happy. Every time I touched somebody, I'm happier than yesterday. Yeah, so I make it a point to make sure that, and these are the fans also who make us who we are. Yeah. They wake up in the morning, they buy the music, they go for the concerts. I mean, to return back and touch some of them should be, that's what artists should do. Don't just take. Don't just take.
Give back.
Give back. Yeah. Because you don't lose anything. And then also these platforms around us as artists, there are many. You can use a lot of one of them or two to just collect and help.
Yeah. Now, in your country, obviously you're a legend, but obviously there's other artists out there as well.
Yes.
I'm not saying fighting for the title to be a legend, but where does the country place you?
Well, that's a good question, but it depends on, a country will always place you based on your input towards its people. And definitely my country will definitely place me on top.
At the very top.
At the very top, because of impacts when it comes to the people. Country is not just a country, but country is the people.
Right.
And if you're going to find out impacts of each artist towards the people, that is a very crucial thing. So for me, based on my accountability, I think the country is placing me in a very, perfect position. Number one,
at the very, very top,
at the helm of it.
I mean, as I said, for me, being an East African, I knew about you through Bashment Crew, and then when I think internationally, you actually were the one that put Uganda on the map, because you went on all of these big stages.
Yes, that's true.
And so, obviously, Ugandans and East Africans have supported you. But are you giving back to the younger ones, as in mentoring younger artists?
Yeah.
Do you have a record label or a management or?
I've always done that. I mean, I think I've pushed over 20 artists before.
Really?
Yes.
In Uganda?
Yeah.
Wow.
But of late, I push them separately and differently by doing it in a general way that I now have to advise them rather than sign them, because they need the information more than.
Is there a reason why you're shying away from signing them?
Yeah, of course there is. There are several, but I believe it is important for them to get information now. It's just like when they say, if you're hungry and you go to the lake and you find a fisherman, most people will want to ask for a fish, but rather one or two would choose to be taught how to fish, or be given a net and be taught how to fish. So for me, I think the best thing I can do for the Ugandan / East African young talents is to teach them how to fish.
Right.
And that is by handing over information. But today's young people also need proof. So if you're going to give them information, you need to be doing it. So as you tell them this is how this is done, you must be doing that exact thing. So that's actually, it has sparked a lot of discussions in Uganda. Why doesn't he concentrate and just build young artists and stuff like that?
Do you think they call you selfish because you're not
No,
signing anyone?
you can't call me selfish on my own money and my own plans and in my target. I mean, it depends on how far I wanted to go. Because music is my passion, it's my job, it's what I do. So maybe you can see that recently. I'll give you a good example. When UB40, what's his name? Ali Kambo?
Ali,
He was in Uganda. This gentleman should be about 70 and above. And I'm just in my late 40s. So music still continues. You get it? But at the same time, I want to use this opportunity to hand them the best information.
Okay.
Yeah, the best information that they can use themselves. Because the times have changed.
I think that because they see, you started in the industry quite young. So they've seen that you've made it.
Yeah.
And they now feel like you're still in your 40s.
Yeah.
Some of them might even think you're older, yet you're not, because of you've been there for so long.
Yeah.
So now they look at you and they think, well, he should really be handing the baton to us, or
Yeah.
Do you think? But also, I think, is it a sense of entitlement?
It's a sense of, that's what I was going to tell you. It's a sense of entitlement where young people don't want to go out there and understand that the world is about hustling, working, not somebody just getting you and they put you on a signature and you go start to be a star. No, you gotta get yourself somewhere where I can wake up in the morning and say, you know what, I think there's this artist, we need to push this artist. Look at what Joshua Baraka has done. Then now, such an artist is worth pushing. But I'm not going to come and pick you all the way from zero. You can't even... sign you just because I've got money to sign you. No. I need you to
also
do
that you owe us.
Yeah, as if
you're older. You owe us. You know, this is Africa.
That's true.
You know, like literally.
That's true.
We always think that we are old.
But in Uganda, I've beaten and we are fighting against that. We fought and I think we are back on the same level. Yeah, we're back on the same level with our young people. We beat that issue of thinking that, it's an entitlement that they had brought about. This is
they'll come online and they'll even tell you.
These are the Gen Z times, you millennials. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. So what we had to do was to go on the same concerts and see who vibrates stronger and better. So that came and we definitely are beating.
Yes.
Secondly, then there are things that they know for sure they don't know now. They thought they knew. And they don't know that you can have a song today, 1 year, 2 years, and then, after that, you're lost. Nobody ever sees you again.
Exactly. So you disappear, people don't know where you are.
Are they trying to see how Bebe Cool has existed for the last 25 years, relevant in the whole region, So
even though you haven't made an album in 10 years.
So those are things that, can only be given to you through information. So that's why I think most of them are now backing off and they've backed off and they're like, you know what? I think we need to respect our legends. We need to respect these people. These people are still in the game. Because it's not me, Bebe, who stays in the game. It's the fans who keep me on top.
Yes, yeah.
So if you want me out of your way, you gotta sing me out of your way.
Sing you out.
You gotta sing me out of the way. You can't just...
Has somebody sung you out? Maybe try to diss you or anything, try to sing you out?
To diss, it's okay, they can do. But you see, to sing me out of the way...
to diss as in to try and diss you, to put you out.
Yeah, no.
They haven't tried.
Because when they try, I bring back fire. So if the fire is hotter, then the people choose the hotter fire. Yeah. So that's the game behind... And that's exactly what I found in Kenya. Also, the young people in Kenya were demanding that the older artists
the Nameless,
give way.
Red Sun, all of them.
But the older, the wine, the sweeter. So it's you to sing better than them so that the audience can choose you. You can't tell an artist that stop performing just because you're old. What you gotta do is to do better music than the old artists. So the old artists.
Do you think that in our continent we don't value our legends?
I think in general in our continent, we haven't started valuing our artists, not just legends, but artists. We need to value them more because truly speaking, the art is so expensive to contain. You can get in, but to maintain and contain
And
stay, this is a very expensive thing. So if somebody does it, then that person should be treasured. It should be supported. Yeah, we still, in all the countries, we still need, to intentionally have our African people, no, not just even African, we need to have people support African artists. And that's why I'm very happy with Europe and America when it comes to how the reception for Afrobeats, yes, and Afrobeat artists. At least now we can no longer complain about that. It is up to us now to just maintain.
Yeah. So did you come back? I know you took that long break, but did you come back because you saw that now African artists were receiving support? Or, I'm sure when you were quiet for a while, some people maybe thought you quit. But did you think about, two questions, did you think about quitting? But also, did you come back because of the support that you're now seeing Africans are receiving?
Of course, I didn't quit, really. I went back into the kitchen and tried to turn things around based on where I come from. In Africa, let's say in Uganda, you might see things happening in South Africa, Nigeria, and you think it's just happening. But it's money behind everything.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of money behind everything. So I had to go backwards, make the money, and then come back and start on the steps.
You mean make money from other businesses,
other businesses,
avenues?
Yes, because we need to prove to our governments that, this industry, you can only support it by investing money in it. So this album, Break the Chains, is a mindset-changing album that does not only attack the mindset of individuals, but also it's out there to act as a blueprint for the Ugandan government.
Okay.
To show them that,
That's
hey, for me to be doing a media tour and to do an album, I need to have double the budget for marketing it. And where am I going to market it? Globally. Okay, you want the country to be a productive country. What do we produce? Coffee, cotton. Yeah, but also music is a commodity we are now producing. So if you as a government are creating a budget for coffee, marketing coffee worldwide,
create a budget for
then create
music.
a budget for marketing the music worldwide, because people are consuming the music.
So are these conversations you have tried to have on a round table with people in government?
Yes, indeed, and that's why I side by side work alongside with government and the president, because for all those many years that you saw me a bit quiet was because I wanted him to understand the importance of the sector.
Yes,
The sector has 9 domains. We've got book writers, we've got creators, we've got actresses and actors. So the thing is, there was no full attention. Right. The laws were old, the copyright laws. The music was not protected. The full copyright was not, it was based on the 1962 law. So this is, 2025, 2026.
So you're one of the pioneers for the change.
Exactly. So at least for them to make sure to change, they need to see certain things physically. You're not going to walk to them and tell them, a song is recorded for $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. No, they need to see. You're not going to tell them that a video that wins the world has to be, shot by directors with this kind of cameras. You need to buy the cameras. You need to bring them. They need to want to use them so that they see the difference between, So that's the kind of thing.
But have you considered making a plea and making the changes from inside the government?
Yes, of course.
Get into politics and make those,
physically.
Physically get into politics, but still, your music carry on. Have you considered?
My father was in politics, and I don't think I want to be a politician because, it involves a lot. It involves a lot, and all my life I've been in music, imagine. So I can't transpose from music where it's determined by people. And again, I go transpose after my 50s into politics, again to be determined by people. Though I can be of much use, I'm being much of use from my position, because I've positioned myself where I'm able to be used by the people, and I'm able to be used by my government for purposes of positive change in our sector. and of course plus the sports sector, because those two sectors have, you know, the same like characteristics, and they're all based on funds.
And would you say that the government is listening?
Yes, government is listening, and a lot is changing. I mean, the Copyright Law Amendment, government nowadays funds artists directly through federations, through different, you know, circles and stuff like that. I've seen the United Kingdom here, they have a plan to fund, you know, promotion of their own artists globally.
Yes.
You know, so those are now the things that we're also advocating. Parliament is listening. The Speaker is always meeting the artists. The Deputy Speaker is always meeting the artists. That's what we were fighting for.
Amazing, amazing. I mean, you know, if a young person was to come to you and ask, you know, this industry, is it an industry where, you know, I can feed my family and just say, this is the only industry I'm in, or do you have to have other side jobs? This is the one thing that even the young people here in the UK, it's a bit confusing, you know. They see artists that have made it,
Yeah.
you know, parading their Lamborghini and
Yeah.
their Rolexes and everything.
Yeah.
You know, but then also they see them disappear like you disappeared, but
Yeah,
they
that's
don't know
true.
why.
That's
you understand?
true. That's true.
So how would you advise a young person that wants to get into the industry? Should
It's
they
fair-
have another job on the side still?
Yeah. It's very dangerous to you know, lean on one input in life. I mean, we learned from COVID. COVID
Yeah.
should be the best example to everybody, not only artists. But if we are going to base on artists, I'm going to say it's very dangerous to base on one thing, because if you get a stopper on that, then you don't have any other, you know, anything to lean on. Artists must know our job is not permanent. You know, it grows, you outgrow the space within which you can be liked, or sometimes there are things you'll do, things will happen to you that will chase you out of favor, you know, or companies will cancel your contracts, you know, or your voice will grow bad. It was good 2 years ago, now it's going bad, or you're getting into an age where you need to start making family, you know, so you have to have three options.
So
Two
don't just
active
be an
ones,
artist.
yes.
You need to have. That's quite interesting, actually.
But I don't
Yeah.
blame them, because for us during our young times, nobody told us. So we only invested until COVID time. I had no side investment.
Really?
Yes.
So you just depended on the music?
Yeah, you're
right?
just depending on music and just buying.
Wow.
In Uganda, you know, we buy land.
Yeah.
You're just buying land and you think you're safe. So during COVID, even if you had land,
You can't eat
either
the
you
land.
had to sell the land, but who was buying it and for what? Only the business
Yes,
guys who were clever.
yes, yeah.
But at least we're now teaching the young people, the artists in Uganda, to do side businesses, farming,
Right.
you know, real estate, treasury bonds and stuff like that. The conversation is going on every other day. And unless if artists do not want to learn, of course it's their problem.
That's incredible. That's the real face of a legend. You know,
Thank
you're
you.
actually passing down the information. You're
Yes.
not gatekeeping.
No.
You know,
And that is very crucial. We need to help our artists by, you know, opening the gates wide, actually
Yes.
breaking the walls.
Yes.
There shouldn't be a fence. Information
Absolutely.
should be flowing
Yes,
easily.
yes,
Because that's the only way our young, like if my son or my daughter is going to be an artist or a footballer, this information does help them to think about them, to have video clips where this advice is recorded. Because unlike us guys, they should not fall into the same traps that us guys fell in. I saw people artists running mad. I'm even surprised.
Serious?
Sometimes I also see, I'm shocked, I see artists in the United States or in Europe phasing and fading so badly. I'm like,
Yeah.
did this person ever have $2 million or 3 or 5? I mean, you should be doing farming somewhere.
Yeah.
You should be having maybe your family do a business somewhere in a different country for you to you know, if things just don't work out here, you wake up in the morning and you say, thank you so much, my fans, for supporting me in the music, but now I want you to buy my glasses. I no longer can sing, but I've got you a good product. This product is good for your eyes and stuff like that. And they should be able to do that. But you see what? very difficult for them to be told because their predecessors did not say anything.
So maybe they didn't know, and now maybe they're angry, or
that's why for us
anger.
now we need to do that.
You need amazing, incredible. And how do you juggle all of this with family, your own family?
Family is always first priority. I mean, that's why you go to work. I mean, I'm here because I got to feed my family. I have to do this. So, but you always have to find the time. You always have to, I've got 6 children. I'm here with my wife. So I always have to
6 children?
Yeah.
Really? That's a massive,
I mean, this
family.
is Africa.
Oh, wow. I'm jealous now.
I wish I had 10.
6. Wow. How old is it? How old is the
eldest? Is about 29.
No.
The next one is 21.
No. Don't
The last
lie.
one
Are you
is
serious?
7
29?
years.
You got a 29-year-old?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. The last one is
You don't
7.
crack. Yeah.
I ain't cracking. I ain't letting
for real.
go.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing.
So,
and so family for you comes first.
Yeah, family comes first. I mean, why are you working? Most people tend to forget the value of why you go to work. Because you can't eat all that money, you can't dress up.
Yeah.
You buy 10 Lambos, you still drive one. You got 10 houses, you still sleep in one and one bedroom. Yeah. So you do all those things because you have people that you prioritize.
Yes.
And that's family.
Yes.
So you gotta find time for them, you gotta listen to your daughters, you gotta find out what's happening in their lives. I'm always having fights with my boys, this and that and this, So, and it's enjoyable because besides all the fame, all the money, all the cars, there's that one thing that is so important. When every man or woman, gets to that moment when only a smile to somebody you care much about makes sense.
Wow. That's incredible.
Thank you.
And so your children, they know that our dad is famous. How do they treat you at home? They don't treat you like we don't care if you're famous, like you're just dad, or do they like?
There's an age at which they get to know what fame is.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9, 10, they get to understand, and then they start asking questions.
Yeah.
Like my little last-born daughter now, she's asking questions. Oh, Dad, you're this. That is this you sang this song? Or Dad, people are calling you all over every time we go. So that kind of thing.
She's proud as well, isn't it?
Yeah, then the age 16 to 18, they are extremely proud.
Yeah.
They want you to do it for them.
Yeah, now do it for them.
I've got a daughter who's 16, no, 18 now. And so when she wants anything, it's her dad.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's dad.
Yeah.
So, and then of course the boys at 21, they're out now to prove their position.
Yeah.
And also
that
they're
is not,
fighting.
I'm not making it because of my dad.
Yes,
I
exactly.
want to make it.
I'm me. So there's now that time when they have to break off, and he's trying to break off that he's not me, he's him. And of course the 30-year-old is now, him is out there definitely facing the consequences of being my son, being a father himself now.
Yes.
All those steps have to go. If children who come from celebrity lives.
So, well, you're a granddad?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yeah. Or 3.
I still can't believe it.
4 actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So you took care of yourself. Because the music industry you can get lost.
Oh yeah.
You can get lost, and
6 months and
health-wise you can go.
Yeah, that's true.
But you took very good care of yourself. Is it because your wife grounded you, or
we ground each other?
you ground? Yeah.
Yeah, we prioritize life, health, feeding, sports, exercise, and that's the best we can do for ourselves to be able to stay taking care of the children.
Amazing. And is there anything else that Bebe Cool wants to do? Anything that, like, in this life that you're waiting to do?
I just want to, stay relevant, do nice music, and then, support my children in sports because they're soccer players, the boys. Yeah. So
Professionally?
Professionally soccer players. So that's where I want to be.
Right. take a step back
Take a
and
step
for the
back
children.
and, you know, leave it out there for them. Watch them play football. I don't want any of my kids to do music.
Really?
Yeah, it's too much.
That's interesting. So let me just read two messages. One is from Nigeria. Say, I'm calling from Nigeria, and he just wanted to say hello to.
Hi.
Yes. And then we have another message. I don't know which. I think this is probably from the US. Also wanted to say hello to Bebe Cool, but could not get through. Guys, thank you so much, for watching and for being with us. Sorry that your calls could not come through. I think the technical wasn't on our side, but I can tell you, don't jealous me. Don't be jealous of me, because sitting next to a legend is no joke. We're coming towards the end, and I didn't want to finish it, but at the same time, I wanted to finish it because I'm still nervous sitting next to a legend. Thank you so much, Bebe Cool.
Thank you for hosting me.
God bless you. And of course, the album, Break
the Chain. You guys go out there, stream the album, Break the Chains. Let's support more African artists, go global. And I love you so much. My socials, BebeCool_UG. Big up.
Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. It's been amazing. And until next time, keep it locked right here with us. God bless you. Goodbye.
You are watching Faith World TV. Faith World TV, changing the world with